If you're thinking of starting YouTube in 2026, thinking it's passive income, this video might save you a lot of time. Because today I'm breaking down 3 years of uploads, thousands of hours spent editing, growing this channel from 0 to over 5,000 subscribers, and how much money has come from being monetized. Hey everyone, welcome to my first video of 2026. If you don't know me, my name is Jake, also known as Game Dev Garnet. I'm a professional game developer from Australia, currently working on my upcoming game, Atlanta TD. It has just passed the 3-year anniversary of the first official video on this channel, and I thought this was the perfect time to finally sit down and talk about the growth of the channel. My goal here is transparency, whether it's making videos, making games, or anything in between. I try to be as honest as possible about the process and the outcome. I think a lot of creators in this space can unintentionally glamorize content creation or game development. They paint it as this amazing thing that anyone can do. And I want to be clear, anyone can do it. But when it's framed as some kind of secret money hack, the reality often gets skipped over. And that reality is the work. The hours, the learning curve, the years it takes to build skills and create something people actually enjoy. So today, I want to talk about that reality, specifically through the lens of making videos on YouTube over the last 3 years. I also want to express that I'm extremely grateful to be earning money at all through this platform, but YouTube also isn't my primary source of income. It would be a dream if I could become sustainable through it, but that's not the case. I have a full-time job, and that's often my priority. So focusing on videos, whether that's writing, editing, or recording footage, has to come second to a lot of other aspects in my life. But that said, the fact that any money can be made through this platform while I work a full-time job, I feel is a testament to just how powerful content creation or YouTube can be. So let's get into the numbers. The first video that I uploaded on this channel was uploaded on November 1st, 2022, and I have uploaded quite a few videos since then. But for the purpose of this video, I will only be counting my 70 long-form videos. I also never intended to really fall into video creation. Don't get me wrong, I love it and have always loved the process of making videos way before YouTube. But this channel was started because I wanted to share my university experiences and outcomes as part of my portfolio when I was looking for jobs. Today is January 6th, 2026, meaning it has been 1,162 days since my first upload. With 70 videos, that averages out to a video every 16.6 days, which I aim for every 2 weeks, so I'm not that far off of it. Let's go through the year-to-year growth and year-to-year earnings. In 2022, I uploaded 5 videos and gained 836 subscribers. I was still yet to reach the threshold for monetization, so no money was made here yet. In 2023, I uploaded 23 videos and gained 774 subscribers, so I was sitting at around 1,610 total subscribers. I was also monetized for the first time this year, and I remember that happened around mid to late October of that year. So within the 3 months of being monetized, I made $90.74. As a note as well, I'm saying this in Australian currency, so that's approximately $60 US. In 2024, I uploaded 27 videos and gained 1,893 subscribers. So by the end of 2024, I was sitting on 3,503 subscribers. This was my first full year of being monetized as well. So for that year, I made $526.46. This ended up being about $44 per month. Now every country is slightly different, but the payment threshold in Australia is $100. So obviously there were a few months where I wasn't making the threshold. In total, by the end of 2024, I had made $617.20 on YouTube. 2025 was the best year for the channel, but interestingly, it was also sort of the slowest. I uploaded 17 long-form videos that year, so 10 less than the previous year, but gained 2,269 subscribers, ending the year with 5,772 subscribers. This was my second full year of being monetized through YouTube, earning $771.60, over $200 from the previous year. This averaged to about $64 per month, or a little over $2 a day. So the total amount I have earned on YouTube after 3 years and 70 videos is $1,388.80. To be monetized through this platform and make any amount of money is genuinely crazy to me, but I also want to make an extremely clear point about the revenue breakdown. But before I get into that, I want to explain why I've monetized the channel, especially because I'm a big believer in keeping things accessible. If you've watched my videos or any of my tutorials, you'll know that all of the code is completely free. nothing's locked behind a Patreon, nothing is hidden behind a paywall. That's just something I personally don't believe in. Game development is still a relatively young medium, and out of all of the creative industries, it's one of the hardest to truly break into. I genuinely believe it's important for experienced developers and creators to help make that process even more accessible, whether that's through tutorials, resources, or even just answering a message. For me, monetizing the channel doesn't change that philosophy. It simply means ads appear on videos that would likely have ads anyway, and I get a small return for the time and effort I put into creating them. It doesn't take anything away from the viewer, and it helps support the channel. For context, I have previously timed how long it takes me to make an 8 to 10 minute video, and from scripting to recording to designing to editing to uploading, these videos take at least 16 hours for me to make. So if you multiply that by 70 videos, that is 1,120 hours, which when dividing using the total amount of money earned, I get just over $1 per hour from the time spent on all of those videos. So they definitely don't pay for themselves. However, some of these videos aren't that far off. Most of my videos get around 500 to 5,000 views, but I have a few videos that have exceeded 30, 40, and 50,000 views. One video I want to highlight in particular is my GitHub tutorial video. That video is sitting on over 70,000 views, and is easily one of my best performing videos. Being a tutorial that is still applicable to this day, the content is still relevant. And based on the video's analytics, the average view count has only increased since uploading, maintaining around 100 to 300 views per day. And if we look at the total views in 2024 compared to 2025, we can see a massive spike of over 30,000 views. So this video alone has earned $190, which accounts for 14% of my total income from YouTube. One video. The next closest is my ultimate guide to game development video, earning $182. So again, around that 14% total income area. These two videos make up nearly 30% of all my YouTube earnings. That's 2 videos in a pool of 70, and the trend continues with probably 10 to 15 videos, which adds to the majority of my earnings. For the other 50 odd videos, they barely scrape anything, earning a few cents to a few dollars at most. Now, a big question that I get asked, and I know a lot of people wonder themselves, is YouTube worth it? And I think the answer for me always comes down to, it is if you truly enjoy the process. If you aren't looking for the numbers or the fame or the money, and you genuinely just enjoy creating videos or connecting with an audience and putting together a video that you enjoy, then 100% it's worth it. And that's because you're not setting yourself up for failure. Like I said, content creation, it can be so easy to fall into the traps of trying to chase a high. But if you're just enjoying the process and you aren't getting caught up in the analytics, then you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. But if you quit your $150,000 a year job to take a risk because some YouTuber said because they can do it, you can do it too, then no, it's 100% not worth it. On that note, setting goals. What are my goals for 2026 with my YouTube channel? Well, I always try to avoid a number subscriber goal. I think it would be really nice to hit 10,000 just because it's a beautiful round number. But I look at my 5,000 plus and I can't help but feel amazed that I've even gotten this far. Otherwise, I would like to be more consistent with posting videos and staying in touch with the community, and continue to put out videos that people do want to watch. And who knows, maybe I'll make another video like this in the future with a completely different outlook. But until then, I would like to just keep enjoying the process and see what 2026 has to offer. That being said, if there's a video that you guys want me to do, or if there's more about the analytics that you guys are interested in, or the mistakes I've made, or things I've learned along the way, or any other general question that you want answered, let me know. I'd love to follow this up as I know there are heaps of talking points on this topic. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.